What do you think, looking back on that season, the last season, was one of the biggest misconceptions of the Indiana? Like, maybe it was like locker room stuff. I feel like early on,
Oh my
they
gosh,
not to put words in your mouth.
So much locker room talk. Oh my gosh, her body language. She was not happy. She hates this entire squad.
What does Aliyah Boston really think about Caitlin Clark? On Sue Bird's Bird's Eye View podcast, Boston got candid like never before. She shared her first impressions of Clark back in college, their journey as teammates with the Indiana Fever, and how their bond has developed through highs and setbacks. Boston even revealed how she supported Clark after her injury, and didn't shy away from dropping some surprising locker room gems. The conversation was raw, honest, and unexpectedly hilarious. Comment AB and CC to show love for Aliyah, Caitlin, and the Fever.
People in the Fever were like, y'all.
That's not my point. There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some new shit going on around there.
It's a lot. Yeah. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't
want to be here.
This is where I want to be.
Remember when Sheryl Swoopes made those comments? Well, Aliyah Boston just fired back with the ultimate in-your-face moment that shut it all down. When Caitlin Clark first landed in Indiana, no one was more curious or more brutally honest than Boston. After all, the two clashed in one of the most unforgettable Final Four showdowns in recent history. And Boston never forgot what Caitlin did that night. She admitted she had to face it directly, because having 40 dropped on you isn't exactly something you can just brush aside.
That year, I was like, I forgot, we were like doing something. We had something. I was like, Caitlin, I just want to say, I'm really upset that you like did what you did in that Final Four game. I was like, I feel like I just need to get it off my chest. Because like we are teammates, but I'm like, you didn't have to do all that. Like you didn't have to go for 40 on our dome. Like, girl, we could have just had fun.
Yeah.
It's like cool because obviously now we're on the same team, so you don't worry about that. But I always thought it was funny because I'm like, we just went from competing against each other, you beating us, and now we're on the same team. Yeah. It's like, I was like, girl, it's okay, I get it. I'm not mad at you for real, but I am. Because like, why would you do that?
Instead of tension, what unfolded was unexpectedly funny, genuine, and refreshing. Aliyah's perspective on that moment showed just how grounded she is, and how easily she shifted from rival to teammate. The respect between her and Caitlin was immediate, and that connection only deepened once they shared the court, turning competition into true collaboration.
Girl,
did the thing, made the joke, moved on. That's really what it is.
And then you kind of just move on. You're like, listen, we're on the same team now, so let's whoop some butt. Let's do it.
100%.
As the season progressed, their chemistry was undeniable. Aliyah explained that their connection runs deeper than stats. It's built on trust, instinct, and perfect timing. Whether rolling, cutting, or sealing, she knows exactly when to move without needing to call for the ball.
You guys do complement each other. And I hear you that it takes time, but like, what do you think it is about each of your games that works well, like mostly in the pick and roll?
Yeah, I think honestly, one, like Caitlin, the attention she gets, right? Yeah. Like teams are like up. Like if they're under and dropped, that shot's going up. Because I'm going to set a good screen, that shot's going up, and she's getting it. And then it's like, okay, well, now I'm going to step up. And she's just a phenomenal passer. Like, her angles, like, she knows exactly where to get.
Caitlin's passing vision and Aliyah's positioning have made them one of the most exciting duos in the game. Their ability to read each other in real time is special. Aliyah even admits she studies Caitlin's eyes to anticipate her next move, a sign of elite basketball, IQ still on the rise.
The way she sees the floor, I think, is great. And then for me, it's always like, I'm always going to get in her pocket because I know that she's looking to pass that ball and she wants to get us in the best position. And so for me, it's like, okay, well, I'm looking at your eyes. So once I see your eyes, I'm there. You don't have to say anything, I'm going.
When Caitlin Clark arrived in Indiana, it didn't just alter the roster. It completely shifted the spotlight. Every possession was scrutinized and the pressure skyrocketed. Aliyah Boston reflected on those whirlwind early weeks, adjusting to a new offensive rhythm, fresh dynamics, and massive expectations. Instead of being given time to build chemistry, the Fever were immediately judged like a super team falling short right out of the gate.
The quote-unquote Caitlin Clark effect is definitely real. I think we all feel it in our unique ways.
100%.
Yeah. How did you experience it? Like, I know early on you talked about logging off social media. Like, what did you just learn in that period of time And by the way, the social media aspect is not Caitlin's fault.
Yeah.
So it's like, but what did you learn just like in that period of time?
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves Caitlin. They love watching Caitlin.
Yeah.
And so I think that just brings so much eyes. And I think for our league, that's great. Like, that is great for us. You have so many people coming in, they're watching. Like I always say, like, they might come in for Caitlin and they leave and they're like, dang, this girl's a hooper too.
Yes.
Oh, I like her. Like,
You're seeing it.
You hear so many people say it. You hear,
viewership.
like, everyone says it. And I think you just kind of embrace that.
The media frenzy only made things worse. Every misstep turned into a storyline, and online critics dissected body language like film. For Aliyah, it became overwhelming. She already holds herself to a high standard, and the last thing she needed was trolls questioning her bond with a new teammate. Her solution was simple: log off.
Well, a lot of it too can be people that are trolling. A lot of people that are talking. But for me, it's like, I am someone that already puts so much pressure on myself. And so for you to come in and tell me like, dang, you're like the worst hostess I've ever seen in my life, it's like, you know what? Hear me out. I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
I'm exit.
Aliyah never put the blame on Caitlin. Quite the opposite. She praised her for elevating the league, embracing the spotlight, and bringing new fans aboard. What she pushed back against were the unrealistic demands that two young stars click instantly. Real chemistry takes time, and now that they've grown together, the results speak volumes.
There's a lot of play more. What kind of things you think? Okay. But this, you know.
More social media.
Okay.
It's a turn, right? It's really a turn of the tides.
Okay, here's my point. Beginning of the year, right? Everybody saw.
Then came the so-called drama, or at least the internet's version of it. Suddenly, whispers about the Fever's locker room spread everywhere. Beef, bad blood, silent treatment. Fans and media acted like they had the whole story figured out. Meanwhile, Aliyah had literally just woken up from a nap. She logged on, saw the chaos, and could only laugh at her teammates, asking, "Y'all good?" That's how real the supposed tension actually was.
Oh my gosh, oh my
That's what words in your mouth.
So much locker room talk.
Everybody I talked to were like,
I was like, what are we talking about? Like, it's so easy for people to just make all these assumptions. So people are like, oh my gosh, her body language, she was not happy. She hates this entire squad. I don't know. Sometimes when you have a bad game personally, that's
look like
toll
that.
on you.
Yeah. 100%.
You don't like the team. It's not like you, but that takes toll on you. Every single night we come out, we want to play good. And so like all the time there were locker room talks. I forgot what was the conversation one time. I woke up from my nap, getting ready to go to pregame. People are like, oh, they hate each other. They hate each other. We walked in the locker room. We're like, girl, you good?
Yeah.
I'm like, I just woke up. I can tell you what's happening right now. But all I know is we about to hoop. At 7 p.m., we got to get.
Aliyah made it clear. The stories swirling outside were nothing but noise. The reality was simple. This team was locked in, unified, and focused on winning. The Fever weren't just protecting their locker room. They were protecting each other. While outsiders chased drama, the players stayed quiet and let their growing chemistry send the only message that mattered on the court.
I hate when people get into this whole talking about what they think our locker room is like and what they think. I'm like, first of all, you're not in here.
No.
So you have no idea.
No idea.
And also, we're professionals. So if we want you to see something, you'll happily see it. If we don't, I guarantee you, you would never know there's a single problem. Why? Because that's none of your business, and we have more priorities, and that's winning.
To all the internet detectives and couch coaches who thought they solved the mystery, maybe sit the next one out. Because what's really happening in Indiana isn't drama. It's trouble for the rest of the league. The Fever's 2024 playoff run may have been brief, but for Aliyah Boston, it carried weight. She reflected on the series against Connecticut with both pride and frustration, knowing they were so close. Game 1 slipped away, but in Game 2, they were right there. The difference wasn't talent, it was experience. Connecticut's veterans knew how to pace themselves, manage playoff pressure, and deliver in the biggest moments. That, Aliyah admits, was the most valuable lesson she took away.
What did you learn from it?
It's like, we say it all the time in our season now, like, margin of error is so small, but when you're going up against a squad that has vets, that have been in playoffs, that have won, it's like they know exactly what to do.
Did you feel a jump in
there was a jump in
of it?
intensity and energy.
Isn't
like
it crazy?
It's
Palpable.
insane. Like the very first game when we played against Connecticut, like it was close, and then they kind of just they took it and they ran with it. And then the second game, it was like we were right there. Like we were right there. And then I feel like
What lingered most for Aliyah wasn't the loss itself, but the belief that if they had forced a third game back in Indiana, the Fever could have won it. That sense of being so close lit a fire. Making the playoffs is one thing, but leaving feeling like you never got your true shot is another.
Because honestly, I think if we had brought it back to Indy, we were gonna get it. No, we were, because we had just beat them at home. So it's still one of those that's like, dang, if we could just got into that third game, I think we really would have came out and just went bananas. But I think it was a great experience for us, and obviously like this year now too, we're like, listen, playoff run, like, we need that. You feel it now. You're like, I need more.
Now in her third season, Aliyah says the mindset has completely shifted. The days of sneaking up on opponents or embracing the underdog role are over. With off-season additions, a new coaching staff, and Caitlin Clark spotlight, the Fever are expected to win. That brings pressure, but also purpose. And Aliyah insists they wouldn't want it any other way.
It's a lot of change.
Yes.
You have a coaching change.
Yep.
You have it's a big free agency year for you guys. Really overnight, what that big free agency year was, big change was expectations.
Yes.
So you guys went from like this up and coming where it's like you're getting to know each other to now it's like, oh, they could win the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what was the experience of essentially becoming like, instead of being the hunter, you're now the hunted?
Yeah. It's crazy, but I feel like it was definitely expected. Like,
she's clear about what it takes. Chemistry, consistency, and zero excuses. Injuries, lineup changes, outside noise, all comes with the territory. But this season, the Fever's mission isn't just to compete, it's to dominate. And Aliyah warns, once they fully lock in, it's going to get scary for the rest of the league.